What's up, everybody? It is myself, Kim, and Tony. We are back with Now Catch This podcast. Tony, what are we talking about today?
Listen, first of all, we have to talk about the tragic loss of Hayden Panettiere and the fact that I did not know that the Black community felt very affected by it.
Very, very affected. Also,
hmm
something that the Black community feels affected by is the fact that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are going back across the pond to the UK.
Oh, listen, take me with you. Adopt me. I'm ready to go. Also, later on in our Kiki, we will be talking about gratuity versus tip. What is the
Yes, honey.
difference?
What is the
Mhm.
difference, honey? If you ask me, there ain't none, but we'll get into that. Okay.
Listen,
So
everybody gonna get their money.
they're going to get their money, honey. We are talking about it all here on Now Catch This with Kim and Tony.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing mighty fine.
What's up?
What is the tea?
What's T-Boo? What's going
I'm
on?
tired. I'm tired and I'm old.
I'm
I'm
tired
tired and I'm
too.
old.
Same here. And I'm not working, which is insane. I feel I've been so tired this week.
But
Just
listen, when you're not working, which means you can make your own schedule, which means you can do whatever you want to do when you want to do it. That makes you even more tired because you ain't got no schedule.
exactly. I
Yeah.
just feel drained. It's something about this week too. I've just needed sleep for some reason. And I've been allowing myself to do it too. That's the thing. I'm like, I know I should get up and be applying for jobs right now, but I'm getting ready to take a nap. And did and will
and did and will
and
and will
does
be, and do.
and do. Because you can't, what I have found out, you cannot ruminate and like stress yourself out about this job search.
Did you say
You can't
ruminate?
ruminate, honey.
We ruminating?
Get into it. We're using the words. We're using our words. You can't sit there and like stress out about it because there's nothing
That's
you could
true.
do in that moment.
There's really not.
There's really not.
Because
Not in 2026.
a lot of jobs now are AI.
Ugh. It's terrible, Tony. I don't know
Listen,
last time you tried to apply for a job, but whew, you're just
don't want
applying
to.
into the void.
You're wishing on a
That's all you doing,
star.
honey.
But
Wondering where they
I
are.
just wanted you to get into that note though, because I really gave you that note.
You
Wishing
did give
on
it.
a star.
You gave it. You did give
Yeah,
it. You
yeah.
did give it. I
Well,
appreciate that.
one thing we do need to give is the folks our YouTube channel. If you're not
Yep.
watching us live, make sure you go and search us. Now Catch This with Kim and Tony and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Honey, we trying to get some subscribers. Okay.
Yes, we is, honey.
So go support us. Right. We out here talking about stuff, getting together, doing the things. So come support. You can also support us by finding us on your favorite podcast station. We're
Hey.
on Vivi.
Sorry.
Vivi says she want to talk too. What you want to talk about?
All the time around this
What's going
time.
what's going on in a dog's life?
It's good. Ain't a damn thing. Living the life. She ain't got no people to be walking.
She on that Paw Patrol, honey.
Honey.
But find us on your favorite podcast station. We're on iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and Spotify. So go ahead and let our girls. No, well, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say girls because
What? Why not?
okay.
Why not?
So what? In the words of Cynthia Bailey, what else is going on?
What else is going on? That was Cynthia.
Oh my gosh. Not sure you talk about Tony. That's enough. It's never enough.
Uh,
Okay. Hi, Danny. Danny said she's excited
hey,
for
Danny girl.
the
That's
show
my cousin.
today. Okay, come on, cousins. Come on in. Oh, like I said, I'm tired. I realized that my day like starts and then it just doesn't end. Like I'm always doing something, which is
Must
crazy.
be nice, though.
But it depends on how you look at it. Like I was thinking today, I really would just like to sit down and
Can you
hold my
not?
hand. No, because I always have something to do. I've committed myself to stuff. I've committed myself to these TV commentary and recap videos. I've committed
Mm.
myself to the gym, as you can see.
He
Baby,
has lost
please,
a little bit of weight, y'all.
please get
He's a little slimmer in the face. I
hold
will
on, let me.
I will give you that. You have been
Um,
doing that.
I have, and then
Congratulations.
I've been working, and so I'm tired.
I feel you. It'd
I'm
be like
tired.
that. It's
Yeah.
honestly, it just depends on what side of the fence you're on. Because when I was on the busy side of the fence, I was like, I just want to sit down. I just want to do
Yeah.
nothing. And now I have a lot of time to do nothing. And now I'm just like, I'm bored. So
Oh my goodness. Well, listen, one thing we will not be bored about is the things that are happening in pop culture and entertainment. So let's get into that, shall we? Child, did you hear? Ooh, child. Okay, we're gonna start off with some very sad news. I was gay gasp, clutch my pearls, because I found out about this after I was at a comedy show and I finally looked at my phone and it popped up that Hayden Panettiere passed away this past Sunday at the age of 36. That's when it hits you hard, is when it's young. And you're like, what was happening? So this past Sunday, she was found unresponsive in an Airbnb in Greenville, South Carolina. Her on again, off again boyfriend, Brian Hinkerson, was asleep in the other room, and she was found by his brother, Zach Hinkerson. And first responders were there and were unable to revive her. Now, the cause of death and the manner of the death have not been determined. However, there's speculations that it's a possible overdose because that's what dispatchers heard. Also, there was a Narcan, which is an OD treatment, an over-the-counter OD treatment that was found in the apartment where she died. A lot of people are talking about this. A lot of people have thoughts and opinions. I mean, they are talking to everybody from her mom to a director that she just worked with on a movie in 2025. Neighbors from her West Hollywood condo. Everybody is talking about this. One of the biggest things that I, for some reason, was very shocked about was that within the Black community, they felt it. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. Now, I didn't know. Now, I know Hayden from Heroes. That's when I was first introduced to her. But I didn't know that we had given a card to Hayden. And
oh, baby,
so
she was invited to the cookout.
yes, and I realized she was invited to the cookout very young because she was in Remember the Titans.
She
And
was,
so
and Bring It On,
and bring it up.
the second one. She was the white girl. Yeah, all that.
Yes. So it hit hard for the community and for the world of entertainment because she was a dynamic talent and just so young to pass. So it's overwhelming right now because it's just a lot of speculations and a lot of things are just coming out. So you don't know exactly what the tea is, but
Right.
you feel the effects of it. So how are we feeling about this news and its ongoing reporting of it?
It's devastating. I remember literally just being on my phone on, I guess, Sunday night. And you know how you open your phone? I hate this. When you open your phone, it's like TMZ knows. Like you
Yeah.
open your phone and the very first thing you see when you go on Instagram is a memoriam. It said Hayden. They had like the dates, and I said no. I was like,
Right.
hell no. And I was like, this girl is young. Like she's
Yeah.
36, and I just couldn't. I couldn't believe it because we've seen her in so many things. I mean, her memorable roles, like you said, Remember the Titans was huge for her. Heroes obviously was. I never watched Heroes. I actually, funny story, maybe a couple weeks ago, you know, I'm always looking for like a series to get into. I actually started Heroes some reason I stopped watching. I think I just got distracted by something else. But I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
gonna start it, and I guess I will start it now.
Mhm.
I know my friends like Shree, who's in the chat. They love Nashville. They talked about her all the time being on Nashville. I just watched a movie with her called Amber Alert.
Oh,
I wanna-
yes.
Did you see
Uh,
it?
I didn't see it, but a guy that I know was in that movie with her.
Yeah, it's great. It's about this
Yeah.
whole story of the whole origin of like Amber Alert. And
Mhm.
that was probably the last thing I've seen her in. But we've just seen her. We grew up with her. You know what I'm saying? We grew up with her. We
Yeah.
watched her grow up from a child actor to an adult. And I think her private life, her personal life has been so private. I don't think
Mhm.
anybody just expected this. You know, you
Yeah.
never heard about her having an alcohol problem or substance abuse or anything like that. I never really
Mhm.
heard anything about this whole off and on again boyfriend. And I think there were maybe some allegations of domestic abuse and stuff involved.
Mhm.
You never
Mhm.
heard about her personal life. And I think that's why it's so shocking
Yeah.
to
Just
see, because you just didn't know what she was going through. And I did
mhm.
watch, and I'm sure you probably did too, some old, like the most recent interviews she did. I think one was with Tamron Hall, and she did one with what's that guy's name, that podcaster, Jay Shetty, I believe it was.
Jay Shetty. Yeah, yeah. This was during her because she just released a memoir. So
Yeah,
on
in
tour
May.
talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah, so she was talking about just like postpartum depression and
Mhm.
how she had to like basically sign over her rights, not sign over her rights, but give her baby daddy custody of her child, and how that was
Yeah.
really hard for, and I just the pain in her voice is just chilling.
Mhm.
She was
Mhm.
really going through a lot.
Yeah, and again, sometimes you don't know what people are going through behind closed doors, especially when you are a public figure.
Hmm.
Coming shedding light on her on again, off again boyfriend Brian, which everyone thought that they were no longer, that they had broken up, but
Uh-huh.
apparently, in secret, they had rekindled their relationship, and apparently, her team was just kind of like, listen, while you're, you know, talking about your memoir and promoting that, you need to keep your distance from him. And
Hmm.
so, it was kind of best to make it seem like they were broken up, but on the low key, they were still together. And then now she gone. So
Did you see that post her mom posted?
I heard her mom say something, and someone's response was, "Is that what you want to leave us with regarding your daughter?" Like
Yeah.
that you would say something like that?
Yeah, I think it was Gail King that kind of went off about
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Yeah, she just gave a very backhanded statement.
Yeah.
Like, well, she just went down the wrong path. It's unfortunate. She was really talented, but she just went down the wrong, like it just was so backhanded and unnecessary
Mhm.
that she could have really just stopped it. She was so talented and she was such a bright light. Boom. And we're going to miss her or whatever. Like, it was just very backhanded, very shady, and it's like I can see why she had an estranged relationship with her mom.
Yeah, I looked it up real quick. It says Leslie Vogel described Hayden as an amazingly talented person in so many departments and acknowledged the challenges of growing up in the entertainment industry, saying it's not unusual for them to sadly find the wrong path. She expressed regret that Hayden sadly lost her way and wished she had stayed true to herself because she had many incredible attributes. You
Shady.
don't you don't say that in public about your child. Now you may say that to your sister at the
Right.
dinner table behind a closed door and everybody is demiked, but you don't
Right.
say
But
that
that's not
in
your
public.
statement. Like, literally a day after your daughter passed.
Right. And
That's the statement.
furthermore, everyone in this industry does not go down a wrong path. You know what I
No.
mean? But there have been many people who have not, or maybe dipped a toe in it and then realize, oh, So
Yeah.
everyone has a different path, but yeah,
To
that's something you don't
Cherie's
say.
point here, she said, I think her character in Nashville had a drug problem. And she did mention that in one of the interviews I watched.
Hmm.
She said basically in Nashville, they were they were writing the scripts for her to like mirror her life, and she felt like she couldn't get away from it because on set she was this person dealing with all this trauma and had this substance abuse. Then she would go home and couldn't kick the alcohol habit and had substance abuse, and she felt like she couldn't escape. And she said that she even talked to she would talk to the producers and stuff about it and like ask them, can they take this out and this and that, and how she'd never really had to do that before. But I think that was a problem for her, the fact that they were literally mirroring like what she was going through. And I don't know if they were aware, but
that would be, because I was going to say, if they were aware, it's like you should have a conversation and say, hey, so we're going to kind of do this. How comfortable are you with that? You know what I mean?
Right.
Life can imitate art sometimes. Trust me, because when I did my short film, that's definitely very true of how my life is. But I asked myself if it was okay to expose myself, and I said that's fine.
Yeah, you got to ask for permission
for the art of it. So we'll continue to find out, what happened as details become accessible, but right now, we just lift her up in prayer and hope that she is resting easy. It's very sad to have to talk about this, but we give love and strength to those surrounding her that need it.
Yeah,
because you can't give it to everybody.
Right. Absolutely. Well, moving on to maybe something a little bit lighter and a little less shocking, but shocking nonetheless. So after stepping away from royal life and moving to the US 6 years ago, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's black ass are taking their asses back across the pond and moving back to the UK. Like, it's everywhere. It's on the news. It's been all on my timeline. And like a lot of people, have some thoughts about that because, they did that whole explosive exit from the royal family, kind of denounced their roles, went to the US and like, had that very explosive, like tell-all interview with Oprah and all this stuff. So it's like, people are just confused about like, why would you decide to go back if it was that bad initially? So anyway, according to People, their 2 kids are already enrolled in school. They're supposed to start school, I think, the end of this month. Prince Harry already has like some gigs and stuff lined up. They plan to live in a private, non-royal home. So they're not moving back into the Frogmore Cottage that King Charles pretty much kicked them out of years ago. They're not moving back there. They're moving back to a non-royal place of residence. But King Charles allegedly didn't even know about this whole move until like Sunday, until like 2 or 3 days before the news broke. So
that's kind of not in the news.
Why he don't know? Like, I don't know, unless it was a last minute decision, like super last minute. I don't know. So sadly, when I heard this, I was thinking like, well, maybe Meghan's just going to take her mom with her. Her mom ain't going. TMZ posted today that I guess it's an exclusive. She said that she won't be going. She's not ready to leave. Her life is in California.
Huh? Yeah. I said not an exclusive.
Yes, honey. Her life is in Cali and she doesn't want to move to the UK. So the mom is not going. And, again, it's very shocking with how everything ended over there in the UK. So, of course, people have thoughts and theories about why this might be happening. Here are a couple. One of these reactions is Dimon. What?
Dimon?
Don Lemon. Man, let's tell you, I have a touch of dyslexia. I have a touch of dyslexia, and the older I get, the worse it gets.
Oh, Lord.
Isn't that scary?
That is.
Anyway, here it is.
What? What is going on here? After all that consternation, all that stuff y'all put us through, the Oprah interview, all that, oh my God, what color is the baby going to be behind the ears in the royal family? Prince Harry and his wife Meghan and their children are moving back to Britain. That's what folks are saying. They're enrolling their kids. They repaired stuff. Look, I'm rooting for y'all. The interracial of it all, I get it. I'm rooting for y'all, but come on, make up y'all's mind. Good luck, whatever.
Something is wrong. This is not normal. This is not okay. What on earth is going to bring you back to these shows at this particular time? My worst fear is something is wrong within the royal hierarchy and there will be some changes, adjustments and movements and he wants to be close. Whether he will play a role in the future, I don't know. I'm going to leave the speculation up to you.
Well, the overriding theory is that King Charles's prognosis is much worse than the public realises. Harry was informed of the situation when he visited the UK and had a meeting with the King for the first time in years in July. And now he, Meghan and the children are coming back to be closer to his dad.
So
not both, not both of them being like,
yeah, there's a lot of speculation, and we know they announced that King Charles did have a cancer diagnosis back in 2024. They haven't given us many details about that. I personally haven't really heard much about it in the news since then, so I don't know if anyone knows like his status. But you know, people are just kind of trying to figure out why they would be going back after they made such a fuss about leaving. What do you think? Like, what do you think is the real reason that you suspect that maybe they're returning back to the UK?
I mean, I had a lot of thoughts. First of all, being in the US, we all trying to figure out how to get out.
We all trying to go to the UK.
Well, yeah, we trying to go somewhere else. So the fact that they're leaving, my first thought was, I would go too.
Right.
And especially if you have young kids that are about to start school. Have you seen them videos of American kids?
Yeah.
Can't read cursive and like
they
our education system and stuff.
They can't read non-cursive.
So
they can't read letters.
No. And so my initial thought was, yeah, go. Because this place is a mess. You fought to be here and went through all that. But yeah, now hearing things about family and stuff, that would also make you go back, especially if there are things happening in the family where you're like, I need to be closer. Because even Kate Middleton was also diagnosed with cancer as well. And so I would just think that sometimes you have to make a decision of, you know, being closer to make sure everyone's going to be okay or that you're able to spend time with people.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for me, it's kind of leaning towards that theory as well, that there's some sort of family issues. It could be with King Charles. Because that's the only reason I could think of that they would go back, because they made such a big deal out of leaving, which, you know, rightfully so, especially if what they were saying was true. The whole, you know, racism against Meghan and feeling like she was being bullied. Obviously, the press. Oh my God. Can you imagine when they get back? The press is ruthless over there. The press is who killed Princess Diana, Harry's mom.
There was something that actually came out recently about that.
What?
I feel like I read on TMZ that she might have been. Oh, wait, hold on. Before I say
stepping out with somebody.
But wait, before either one of us say anything, allegedly.
Well, I did read. I mean, I saw like a documentary about.
Maybe that's the documentary that there or something is coming out that she was secretly pregnant, and that's why.
Oh, I didn't hear about the pregnancy.
Yeah, that's why she was.
I did hear she had met someone. But this was after George been flaunting around. What's her name? Camille. He been with her for 30 years.
Now, I'm not one to gossip, but that's just
I'm not one to gossip.
I read on the slide. You know,
that's what I read on the interwebs.
On the interwebs, but that is all alleged.
All alleged. It was on the World Wide Web. What you want me to do?
I want to go on record that I, Tony, allegedly saw this information.
Period.
Don't say it came from me.
Right. So I just
think.
I think it has to be something. I'm with everybody else. I'm like, what's going on? Because something's going on. Like, I think there's a reason deeper than why they would go back. And maybe it is the whole family situation. They apparently visited in July. Apparently that went great. Maybe there was some reconciliation there. I think it was the first time that King Charles. Did I say King George before?
You said Charles.
Oh, I don't be knowing what I be saying. Anyway, I think that was the first, because I be watching a lot of like period pieces and stuff, a lot of King Georges. But yeah, so I don't know. Oh, this was the first time he actually met, I think, his grandkids. So I don't know if they just like reconciled and they decided to kind of patch things up, or if he is really sick. I mean, that could be a very valid reason for Harry to want to go back. Or if they just know something we don't. Maybe they know the US is getting ready to implode. And
we all know that.
But we all know that. But maybe they know the details and they're like, okay, we out. Well, and apparently I think they're not Trumpers. Like I don't think they rock with Trump at all. So they have valid reason to leave, I guess.
If they know something, please leave a note and let us know.
Leave us something, child. But I just hope that it's going to be different for them and different for Meghan.
I hope so. I hope that they talked about it. They looked at it from every angle and that this is the best thing for them and their family.
Yeah. And how long do you think it'll be before there's drama, though?
Oh, the second they touch down. And you said the paparazzi was ruthless. Oh, baby, they about to be on that ass.
Yeah.
Okay. They ain't going to be able to make a right-hand turn.
All right. Yeah.
Without somebody saying something.
Right.
I can see the headline now. Welcome back, bitch.
Welcome back, you black bitch.
Damn.
That's how they feel. That's how they felt.
They write that. They write how they feel.
Allegedly. That's what she said. That's what she had told Oprah. So.
Yeah. So.
So we'll see. The best of luck to them.
Yes.
I'm glad they're still together. I'm glad it seems like they're doing well. You got to do what you got to do. And maybe this is just something they have to do. I just hope this go round is better for them.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
We gonna pray about it. Speaking of maybe needing prayer. Well, no, she don't. But listen. Beyonce just cannot create without somebody coming for her bag.
What now?
Allegedly, Beyonce is being sued and dragged in court over an alleged unauthorized sample of Alien Superstar from her 2022 release of Renaissance. Now, this is what they're saying. Hyros Enterprise and a producer named Shuji Hyros is suing Beyonce and various music companies for allegedly copyright infringement. They say the claim that they own the rights to Moonraker, which is by John Holiday, and that Beyonce samples the spoken word intro on Alien Superstar. Y'all know the part, don't please report to the dance floor. And there was, that beginning, right? Now the claim says that they didn't obtain a license before the release. They did after the release from John Holiday, but Hyros Enterprise said he transferred all that to us, and it's not owned by him. So what do you think about this? Do you think somebody dropped the ball? Do you think this is just somebody else trying to catch a quick bag? What is it? Because
I just feel like Beyonce's camp, I feel like they don't drop the ball.
I feel like that either.
Right? Like I would think that if they needed clearance, they know how to get that. And they would have done that. But I mean, people do make mistakes. So maybe it was an oversight.
For some reason, I feel like this. I feel like if I went on LinkedIn and turned my resume into Parkwood Entertainment, baby, I better be on my shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I better. I better know every dot and every T, because if anything comes back, baby, I'm out the door. Okay. I'm grabbing. I'm Viola Davis.
Okay, getting my person going.
Get my person gone.
Yeah.
So, to me, it feels like someone at Parkwood didn't drop the ball, or someone in Beyonce's camp didn't drop the ball. I think Hyros and John Holiday that's their business.
Yeah.
Whether someone didn't file the paperwork, whether someone thinks they have it and legally they don't, and Beyonce's camp was just kind of looking and being like, okay, these the people.
Right.
Got it? Okay, we good.
Yeah.
So it almost seems like it's something that they need to work out and not involve Beyonce. Beyonce's like, baby, that album been out for 4 years.
Yeah.
What
She
you want me
said,
to do?
that's just not my problem. That's just not my problem. But you know what's sad is the fact that, and this is just another case of sometimes people not doing their jobs. Like, yeah, maybe it wasn't her management. And maybe it was, what's his name? Shiro? Hieroglyphics? Maybe it was him and his people that dropped the ball. But because of that, still, maybe Beyonce still has to pay for it, which sucks. Because they didn't do their due diligence.
I can't wait for the update. I want to know
I feel like
it's legal or not.
Every few months, maybe once or twice a year, we hear about somebody trying to sue Beyonce, and we don't ever hear about it again.
Let me tell you, when remember the last person that put up a kerfuffle with Beyonce, when Khalees was like, "Oh, how did it?" She said, "Boop, boop, boop, baby, you out."
Oh yeah,
and you missed out on that check.
What are you talking about?
Did you hear about that?
Wait, say it again.
Khalees was on. They sampled. Was it Milkshake?
I think I do remember this.
There was some song they sampled on Energy. It was very faint though, but they credited her. They got they went through all the proper channels, and then Khalees had an issue because I think Pharrell took away her ownership of that. But Beyonce basically was like, "I know it belongs to you. I'm going to credit you." And then she went online and was Beyonce said, "Take that part out."
I think I do remember that because I think I remember being like, "Khalees, girl, what do you want?"
Right? It's like, girl, shut up.
What do you want?
Get your money.
Yeah. Well.
So
yeah, I mean, I'm sure this is something. This would be another just we'll hear about it, then we won't hear about it again. Kind of thing. And when we don't hear about it again, I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means there's a settlement or they just don't have a standing. They don't have a legal standing and they just throw it out.
I really wish Beyonce did interviews.
Me too. I want her to start talking to us.
But I've seen some clips where I'm like, I understand why she said, "I'm not talking to y'all no more."
I understand why she don't. Well, I remember hearing, or maybe she even said it, that I think she's insecure about speaking in front of people
because she sounds very country.
She's very country. Sounds very country. Obviously, she's from Houston. You know what I mean? So she's gonna have that twang. But I feel like media, when she first started giving interviews, tried to say she was like uneducated and country bumpkin and this and that. And I think that like traumatized her. And she's like, I ain't ever doing no more interviews.
She said, "I ain't talking to y'all no more."
She said, "I ain't talking to y'all," but I wish she would. Like, I wish she would do like IG stories and like they said she got Snapchat, but obviously, that's probably like very confidential. But I would love to see. We would all love to see it.
That's like, remember that one time she posted that dad joke?
Wait, Tina's?
No, Beyonce. She said it was something about Snoop Dogg, and she was like, "The drizzle," and then her mom said, "How you gonna post that? You ain't got no makeup on. You ain't got nothing." And then she reposted it and was like, done up, jewels.
Outfit. Oh, I don't remember that.
Oh yeah.
That's hilarious. I wish she would though. I mean, I get why she doesn't, because Beyonce is, to me, is one of those celebrities that one of the last celebrities that is like untouchable. That is like, you don't see them until they fucking want to be seen. You don't know what's going on in their day-to-day life. You don't know what's going on in their family life. Just like all the rest of the, like Janet and all of them, they weren't easily accessible like that. And I don't know if that's why she's so popular. Why she's, a part of the reason why she's so popular and famous, because she's this mysterious entity,
being. Yeah.
you know, that we can't touch and we can rarely see, but when she pop out, she pop out. And she gives us an opportunity to miss her. So maybe that's a part of like her. Who is you looking at?
First of all,
Who over there?
Let me tell you what we not gonna do, because I let you do your business.
Who
Okay,
over
and
there?
I don't say nothing to you.
Who you looking at?
I'm looking at you.
No, that ain't who you were looking at just a second ago.
I was looking over at.
Oh, okay, you done lost
at
a
the
few
live.
pounds. You done lost a few pounds.
I
Now
lost a few pounds in my wits for
You done lost a few pounds. You got a little something over there, and you wanna look.
First of all, ain't nothing over here.
You wanna look and gaze and shit while we're trying to do the show.
It's just me and these lights. Hi, Ray and Latre. It's just me and these lights. Okay.
Okay, friend.
And
That's what you say, honey.
And these fake glasses. That's it.
If that's what you say.
That's it. See
See
what happens? God don't like ugly, and God don't like.
Whatever.
Sheree talking about answer the question. I answered the question.
And didn't answer. Did he?
And did. This is what it was like living together with y'all.
Like, who over there?
Who all over there?
Who over there?
Why does it smell like that? Who all over there?
Because that's how we say it. Who all over there? I need to know who's in the house. Who you looking at? Look, who's off camera?
Who's standing over this shoulder? Who behind this virtual wall?
Right, child.
Nothing.
Honey, maybe whatever. Anyway.
And then Lauren trying to jump in did not turn your camera around.
Turn it around. Turn around. Turn it around.
Every now and then I get a little inside.
Turn it around. Turn it around. We want to say, yeah, since we talking about Beyonce, that's right, Sheree. Say my name. Say my name.
Ain't no name to say.
There is a name. It's
called Instagram. You can go on my Instagram and see I'm on there.
I don't know, friend.
Hi, Instagram. And ain't nobody even in there.
Okay, so we're gonna start using that then. That's gonna be my new thing. Who you looking at, Kim? I don't know. It's called Instagram. It's Instagram.
Is it?
I'm looking at Instagram. It's on Instagram.
You can't see it. Look, is it? There you go, right there. It's Instagram.
Okay, friend.
I turned it all the way around.
Okay, fine. Well, okay, cool. Let's move. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Not now. Catch this karaoke edition, honey. Every episode is karaoke.
Every episode literally is. Literally is. We cannot have a conversation without breaking into
Singing.
song. Okay, Bhad Bhabie. We all know Bhad Bhabie. You may remember her. What?
Next.
What'd you say?
Next.
Shut up. Bhad Bhabie, and we ain't talking about the Bhad Bhabie you got off camera. We talking about Bhad Bhabie from
Catch Me Outside. How about
Catch Me Outside from Dr. Phil. I think this was back in like 2016 or whatever. From that show, she got famous for some weird reason. We don't really know what her talents are. I know she is a rapper. And she's like one of the highest paid like OnlyFans creators, which is insane. But other than that, I'm not quite sure what she does. So anyway, she just posted a video, some pictures and a video of herself on the socials, and people are basically accusing her of blackfishing. They're like, who is this girl? Like, who is this? This is not Catch Me Outside. This is not the Bhad Bhabie. Like, this is a Latina. This is an Afro Latina. Like, who is that? So they're basically saying she's blackfishing. She's trying to cosplay as a black woman and things of that nature. So I was reading through the comments on Shade Room when they posted this, because people get real messy in the Shade Room. Somebody said, well, who gonna be the white people? Who gonna be white?
These
damn
comments.
If all the white girls try to be black, and then somebody said, imitation at its finest, black women are exactly who we think we are because we are the blueprint. Mm-hmm. Somebody said cosplaying black women is a thing now. And one person said Rachel Dolezal ran so Bhad Bhabie can fly. Okay. So what do you think? Do you think that she is blackfishing, or is she just being true to who she thinks she is? Like, should Black women be offended? Like, what do you think? I know you're gonna flip it on me, but I want you to answer first.
Oh, you think I was gonna say what do you think first?
Yeah, because you normally, if it's like a Black woman, like if I'm asking about Black women, you'll be like, oh, well, I'm gonna let you go first, but I want to hear your thoughts first.
I think I'm always the type of person that is somewhere in the middle. I feel like it's someone doing what they feel they want to do and how they want to look. You want to have the tattoos, you want to have the boobs, you want to have the BBL. You know what I mean? You want to have the lips. You know, I think for me it would be cosplaying if she also was doing stuff to her skin, like if she was darkening it or like really going for a certain look. But I just feel like she is inspired by something Black women, and she's just like, I want boobs, I want a BBL, I want the thing. So
yeah, I mean, for me, it is often feels and seems like, well, it's absolutely culture appropriation. It is blackfishing to a degree, and my issue with it is wanting to be Black, wanting to be us, wanting to look like us, capitalizing off of wanting to be like us, wanting to look like us, taking that shit to the bank. There's a million women, Black women, who look like that naturally, who ain't getting a check from it. You know what I'm saying? So she's capitalizing off of imitating Black women. And then also on top of that, if you want to be Black, I ain't heard her speak up about none of these causes that impact Black women. Like, it's the same scenario where it's like, they want our rhythm, but they don't want our blues. And I just think people, personally, me, am I upset about it? No. I honestly don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care what that girl does. If she want to spend all her money trying to look Black, more power to her. I personally don't care, but it is bothersome to see it happening over and over and over again. You know, the Kardashians, you know, they said the same thing about Kim. When she first came out, she got her BBL and stuff like that. They want to look like us. They want to be us, but they don't want to be in the trenches with us. They just want to capitalize off us. So that is the issue that I see with it.
Yeah. I struggle with it just because it just makes me think of other examples of that don't feel like it's someone trying to be something else. It's just how you feel and how you want to be and how you want to present yourself. I mean, I feel like a lot of times based on how I dress and how I look, people always, you know, assume that, oh, you know, you're trying to be white by how you sound and how you are. And I'm like, no, I'm just being me, you know?
Yeah, but you're also not physically trying to be white, though. You're not getting surgeries and enhancements to look like a white individual.
This is very true. Although I would never get any kind of surgical enhancements on anything because you can't enhance what's already good.
Ugh. Okay.
But you know, I look at her, the photos that you put up of her before and now, and I just, for some reason, like, I'm not surprised she's gone this way. We were introduced to her in a certain way, so her being like this does not surprise me. I just feel like she's just becoming who she wants to become.
Yeah, I mean, she definitely was ghetto when we were first introduced to her, for sure. Yeah, I mean, like I said, like, I personally don't care what the girl does. She looked good. She looked great. But she obviously is inspired by Black women, and I just think Black women would love to see, like, if you want our rhythm, jump in here when we have our blues too. Like, you make a money off of us and our bodies.
Yeah, but again, I've experienced this too, where people want to connect with whatever part of them that is not a minority, because once you do that, you're subjected to what that particular group has to go through. It's just like I've seen videos about this. It's like white gays. You don't want you want the privilege of being white. You don't want the struggle of being gay.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I'm going to hold on to that white part because that is going to push me through.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't 100% want this struggle of being gay, and being gay is a minority. Being gay is like being Black or being Latin. Like there's a huge struggle with that, and some of them will lean towards that white privilege.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's and nowadays it's so hard to tell what are people doing, because plastic surgery and enhancements are just such the thing now and such a norm.
Yeah.
If you want titties, you're gonna go get them. If you want a butt, you're gonna go get them. If you want abs, you're gonna go get them. If you want calves, you won't get
anything.
Yeah. If you don't want wrinkles anymore, you can go get them removed. If you want to be hairless the rest of your life, there's a surgery for that. So it's all these enhancements are people just doing stuff to themselves and their bodies that they feel is best for them.
That's fair.
I hate to say it, I might sound ridiculous, but
he could be standing right in front of me. I wouldn't know a thing.
Sorry to this man. because I and I also feel like right now this is a very honest moment. I'm in my head about how to answer this, because in 10 years I don't want someone to be like, "Oh, you knew that was cultural appropriation. You knew that girl was trying." And I really am just looking at someone who I feel wants to do stuff to herself to be who she maybe imagines in her mind. And whatever that influence is, if she loves Cardi B got a BBL and tats. She's like, I want to get a BBL and tats like Cardi B. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's like, is she trying, like Rachel Dolezal, trying to be Black? She darkened her skin. She checked African American.
She said she is Black, honey.
Yeah.
Ain't no trying. She said she Black.
She Black. I'm Black. I'm blickety blackety black. So
yeah, I mean, I can understand both sides, but just as a Black woman, it is, it's sometimes it's kind of cringe to see, and how they get all the benefits and the privilege, but not our struggles.
That's always that's how I feel about algorithm.
Honey, don't get me started on the algorithm, honey. Our algorithm racist too. Don't get it twisted.
Who you telling?
That algorithm be racist too.
I put out stuff and I swear, this will get pushed out. This will be fine. Nope. And I feel like someone else can put out the same thing and get 10 billion views and get endorsement deals and end up in a house on a hill off of one post.
House on a hill, honey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, child.
Well, speaking of a house on a hill, you taking us out on me?
You can do it.
We should really talk about this before but I like it.
Well, if we got on here in an appropriate time, we could do that.
You're right. But sometimes we both get on here and life be lifing, and we be looking
at
each other.
Life do be lifing.
We ready to talk, but
I feel you.
The plan. So
yeah.
But it's all right. Well, while we take a moment to plan, we gonna take a quick commercial break, but we're gonna be right back because we got the key about this gratuity and a tip. Because everybody asking for a gratuity and everybody asking for a tip. But we gonna give you this tip.
You ain't getting both.
You get one or the other. But we'll be right back and we're gonna serve you some gratuity and tip. This is Now Catch
Absolutely.
This with Kim and Tony, because we both here, but we'll be back. Hey everybody, that's Kim.
And that's Tony.
And listen, we want you to tune in to our newest podcast, Now Catch This.
Yes, baby. We're talking about everything celebrity news, all things pop culture, and a little bit of life.
Okay, because it's nothing but a kiki when you get us two in a room.
Period.
Now catch it. Now catch this streaming live on our YouTube channel Thursdays at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
I can't. Who got this? Me or you?
You know what? I'll kick us off because I have to say this. Every time you go somewhere, somebody is asking for gratuity or tip. You go out to eat, suddenly you get your bill, you all set with, you know, how you gonna do everything, and suddenly they like gratuity already in there, and you like, please get them out. Or you standing there at the register after self-serve and everything, and people are flipping that little thing around and asking you for a tip. Well, we gonna talk about it. Gratuity versus tip on this edition of Let's Kiki. All right. Well, you go ahead and tell about the video that you found.
Yeah. So I came across this video maybe like a week ago of this waitress explaining to the I don't know if she was explaining it to the Black community or just everyone, but she was explaining that gratuity is not a tip. And if that's true, then I've been living wrong, because I definitely thought gratuity included the tip. But this is what she said.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another day in the life as a waitress. I just want to let everybody know that gratuity is not a tip. Gratuity is gratuity, and a tip is a tip. Let me explain. Gratuity is often split between all the waitresses depending on where you work. Out of that gratuity, the waitress has to pay the bartender, the person making your drink. Out of that gratuity, the server also has to pay the barback, who are the people who come and help clean up, make sure the tables stay clean. So when I give somebody a receipt and they look at me and they say, oh, gratuity is included, I say gratuity is included, but a tip is not. Gratuity is gratuity and a tip is a tip. And if gratuity isn't solely going to the person who's serving you and your server is treating you right, making sure you have everything, keeping your space clean, being responsive, and just, you know, being a great server, then you should tip your server. And if you can't afford to tip, then you shouldn't be out. Plain and simple.
That's what she said.
This is how I feel. Please stop having me pay everybody's wages. So if I go out to eat and you charge gratuity, so now I'm tipping the kitchen, the bar back, the bartender, part of the waitress, and then you want me to tip on top of that, and that goes to the waitress. When I go out to eat, I am tipping the person who is serving me. That person is my waitress or waiter. When they come up and they say, hi, my name is, and I will be serving you today. Great. You get the gratuity and the tip because you are the one serving me.
Right.
Everybody else, I ain't got nothing to do with everybody else. I can't afford it. And for everyone to keep saying, well, if you can't afford it, stay home. I can afford it. Y'all can't afford to stay in business.
Right.
So y'all want me to pay for it. Why I got to do it? How I get in it?
I get in it.
I asked you to start this. I asked you to start this restaurante. Now I'm gonna come be a patron.
Right.
And I understand that everybody has a part, but why is the waiter tipping out your runners and bus boys and all that out of their tip?
Right. Yeah. I mean, that seems like that's where the issue lies. So that's the root of the problem, is the fact that they're not getting paid enough. And why is the tip covering for them as well when you just intend to tip your waitress? Shree said that gratuity and the tip is the same. She's right that they have to tip out the bartenders and the hosts, but those terms are interchangeable. So I don't know. Now that I'm listening to how she explained it, I guess I kind of get it. So I guess so when you have your receipt and then you have gratuity and it'll say like 18%, 20% has already been added, and then it has tip, because that's always confusing to me. I'm like, well, shit, gratuity is already added though. So I'd be like, okay, I strike through the tip. But I feel like I kind of understand now that yes, that gratuity is added and that is what's going to be split between everybody. But if I just want this amount to go to her, then that's what I tip with for her. But I usually just hand them money. I mean, I just hand them cash, or I leave cash on the table. So
I try to hand them cash.
Is that is that considered a tip then, and not part of the gratuity if it's cash? Shree said cash tips can be unaccounted for and kept solely by the server if they don't report them, though. So you can get your tip, if it's cash. And for me, it's like, why I got to go report? Why I got to go report that somebody left me, X amount of dollars cash? Why I got to split that with everybody?
Oh, yeah, no. When businesses that do when they pull tips, that's why I could never work in the service industry like that, because if somebody left me $20, that's my $20.
I want my whole 20. I want every last dollar, and they better be 20 of them.
And it better be 20 of them. I don't want to put that 20 in a pool, and at the end of the night, we split it. So mean to tell me, Katie, who been sitting behind this bar all day, not serving nobody because she got a nasty attitude, and I've been running around here all day serving everybody with a smile, whether they thrown a drink in my face or I had the kitchen messed up, so I have to take care of all these people, and she get the same amount of tip I do.
Right. That I would have a problem with that for sure.
I would
like, she don't do shit. She be on her phone in the back all the time.
Right. She went to the bathroom 15 times.
Right.
No. Ain't
not doing it.
I'm
not and also they just need to get paid more. Like,
yeah,
they just get paid more. And the way that whole thing is set up is just fucked up.
It really is, because
you know what I'm saying?
Basically you're not making a livable wage. You're basing everything on a tip.
Right.
And then people looking at us like, so when I was in nightlife, I would hear bartenders complain, and sometimes I would hear stuff like, oh, they're not tipping, so therefore I'm just ignoring them.
Yeah.
And one bartender I remember said, he told someone, yeah, I don't live off of hopes and dreams.
No.
And to me, my thought was, I totally get that. Like, I stand with you about serving people and them not tipping. However, I see the bigger picture. So if you don't serve them, then they have a bad experience here. And if they have a bad experience here, then they're not going to come back. And in their mind, they're like, yeah, we don't want them back. Okay, but if you keep doing that to everybody who's like that, then who's going to be left?
Right. And sometimes, I mean, that might be fair if they know this person doesn't tip, and they already have a rapport with this person. They know that person ain't gonna tip them. But sometimes servers will look you up and down when you walk in, and they have decided
you're not
that you ain't gonna tip. So then they do the bare minimum, and then they don't get no tip because they didn't serve me properly, because they made an assumption about me when I walked in.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
When you go out to eat and you have to tip, do you feel pressure as a person of color, Black, African American, to tip fairly or sometimes even more, because you already assume that they feel like because you're Black, you're not going to tip?
Sometimes I do, but But naturally, I'm gonna tip. I
Me
don't
too.
go out. I don't go to a restaurant if I can't tip.
Yeah.
And I'm usually gonna tip 20%. 20% usually is what I tip. Now it depends on if the service was great or if it was shitty. If the service was shitty, you really got to be a shitty server for me to walk out of that establishment and not leave you a tip. Like you didn't deserve it if I don't leave you anything. But at the bare minimum, I try to leave at least 15%. But anywhere from 15 to 20. And I do think it is that pressure because people do assume we're not going to tip. But I'm not going to go if I can't tip.
Same. And I feel like I now have a standard of, and especially after 2020, for some reason now I tip 25%.
Okay.
Just because I know it's hard, everything is up, so I'm gonna do that. There have been some times I click that 25% and I'm like,
Oof. I ain't
and
that
sometimes
adult yet. I ain't made it to that level of adultness.
sometimes I will if it's like that, the standard is at least 20%. I don't do that thing either where you put the dollars out on the table and for every mistake you take one and then whatever is left, that's what they get.
Oh, I don't know. Who does that?
I heard someone does that, or I read it somewhere.
That's sadistic. Who's doing that?
You know, people be people.
You mean to tell me they put cash on the table and then every time the waiter messes up, they take $1 away? That's sadistic. That's why are you there? That's shitty.
Yeah. So
I would be doing that.
So as long as, because being a server, and I've seen some servers where it's so weird. I'll go into a place and they are busy, but that waitress, as soon as she hears that, would you like some more?
And
I'm like, oh yes.
Yeah.
But then it can be dead as a doorknob. 5 minutes later.
Right. If I sit there too long on my cup empty, I'm like, now, wait a minute now.
And I have to stop my meal because I have to have my drink with my meal.
That part.
So now I can't eat no more because I ain't got no more drink.
That part. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough industry. I've always thought about getting into it, but then I don't know. I needs me a steady paycheck. I need to know how much I'm getting paid. But I do see the benefit of getting, if you're a very good waitress and you get your tips, you get good tips, but having to split them and all that shit, like that's what annoys me. But now that I understand what she was explaining, so I guess my question is, and maybe this is just based on each establishment, but if the gratuity is already included, they're getting that. And then let's say I'm paying with my card. And then on the line that says tip, I'm going to add an additional whatever to it. Are we sure she gets that money? Or is that going to the pool?
Well, it depends on how they have their tip thing set up.
Because I need to know that it's going to her if I'm going to do it.
If you want to make sure it goes to her, you got to leave that paper. You got to leave that cash.
Do. Most times I do.
Yeah,
I'll just leave cash.
I sometimes put it on the card because I don't have cash.
And sometimes I'll just hand it to them too.
Same. Yeah. If I do have cash, I don't leave it on the table. I go. You do that. You do that grandma way. You kind of you have it tucked. There you go. Yeah.
Hold on, Sheree. So Sheree said it goes to the pool, but doesn't that defeat the purpose of what she explained? That gratuity and tip is separate. So if I do leave a tip under that tip line, you're telling me that tip, which is supposed to be separate from gratuity, is also going to the pool? Now I'm confused.
I think what she's saying is, so that gratuity that's added, that's definitely being split between everybody.
Yeah.
But then that tip, I'm assuming, depending on how an establishment has their tips set, it's either going to go to her or it's going to go to the pool that's then split. Okay.
So yeah, that would be problematic for me.
Yeah.
Because we already got one pool going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm already dipping my toe in that pool. This
Right.
right here, this is a personal pool for me.
But
the tip
now,
should be mine.
but now let me ask you this: who do you tip? When do you tip?
After
Because
I'm
everybody,
done.
well, no.
What? What's the question?
Let me back it up. Everybody, everywhere you go, someone's asking for a tip. You can go to self checkout at a fast food place.
Yeah.
And put in your own order, and then it's going to ask if you want a tip, right?
Yeah.
But like back in the day, I feel we had this rule of if you were going out to eat, you had to tip your server. If the delivery guy that delivered your pizza, you tip them. Then I feel like as I got older, it was you tip your barber. Because at one point I was like, you supposed to tip the barber?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I thought okay, so now I got to tip the barber. Then it's oh, you got to tip, your nail tech. I got to tip the nail tech too. Like,
You got to tip everybody.
Right. So now I'm just like, who all do you tip?
Right.
Everybody that does a service?
Yeah, I tip my hairstylist.
Mm-hmm.
For a long time I didn't. Just because I didn't understand why. I'm just like, girl, I'm already paying you $100.
Isn't that
like,
all going to you?
Is it not include? Like, is that not included? Like, why am I giving you additional money? But I love. Sorry, I think I just burped in the mic.
It's okay.
I think I just burped in the mic. My bad, y'all. I live here by myself, child. Sometimes I just forget.
You don't live by yourself. Vivi run that house.
Oh, and Vivi. Oh, she do worse, honey. But yeah, so, but I really like Bashri. I really like my hairstylist. Like, I feel like she goes above and beyond, and she's really good at what she does. So I don't mind tipping her. I tip her every time. Sometimes it's a little more, sometimes it's a little less, but I do give her something. But there's certain situations where I'm not going to tip. Like, if I order takeout and I pull up to get my takeout, I'm not tipping you. Because you just did what your job is, right? You just cooked my meal and packaged it.
You made my order.
You didn't serve it to me. You didn't wait on me. You didn't deliver it. I'm not giving you a tip for that. For certain things, I'm like, no, this is crazy. I'm not doing that.
I feel so bad. One time, I had a barber, and he used to come to the house because he no longer had like a barbershop that he was at, so he was mobile and always came to people's houses. And I don't know if it was here or if it was when he was in the shop, but he brought up tipping like that I didn't tip.
Uh-oh.
And my smart ass said, the tip is the fact that I come back and schedule another appointment. So I'll see you in a few weeks. You have yourself a good day.
You're an asshole. What an asshole.
Because then I didn't.
Well, if he came to you, told you should tip that man.
I didn't understand why. Because in my mind, I was like,
in my mind.
Everything was included. How much it cost? So everything great.
Yeah, no.
I know. I know better now. I tip the barber that I have now. I do tip him, and sometimes I'm like, I don't know if it's enough, but I'm also like, your prices are high. So
right, especially when they start going up on the prices, and I'm like, now hold on, now the tip finna get smaller.
It's like I'm trying to tip enough, but Jesus.
Yeah. So yeah, I do try to be a tipper. I do. There's just few scenarios where I'm not going to do it, like the whole takeout thing. I think is dumb, but I do tip my hairstylist. I do tip. I tip my nail tech when I get my nails done. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in conclusion, if you see Gratuity, just know that it goes to a whole lot more people than the Waitress.
Yes.
And if you want to leave something for excellent service, better to give it in cash Or if
Yeah.
you have to leave it on a card, make sure you tip a little bit more. So that way we know they're getting some extra.
Yeah.
Um,
If we can't tip, sadly, we don't need to be going out to eat.
Or just order takeout.
Unfortunately.
Don't sit in them people's place. Just go and pick it up.
Don't play in them people booths like that.
Yeah. Oh, that's a whole nother separate thing too.
We'll save that.
We'll save it. Well, we got a little bit more for you. And I almost hit the wrong button.
Just a little bit more.
Just a little bit more. And we'll come back with our last sip right here on Now Catch This with who? Kim and Tony. Just so you know, she's Kim and I'm Tony.
Yeah.
We'll be back. Hey, everybody, that's Kim.
And that's Tony.
And listen, we want you to tune in to our newest podcast, Now Catch This.
Yes, baby. We're talking about everything celebrity news, all things pop culture, and a little bit of life.
Okay, because it's nothing but a kiki when you get us two in a room.
Period.
Now catch it. Now catch this streaming live on our YouTube channel Thursdays at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Welcome back. All right, guys. This is the last.
Welcome back.
This is our last segment. We're about to do a little last sip. All right,
Mhm.
Tony, you might have to help me out with this one. So, what did you say we were doing? You said
we are going to name the thing that we do that only Black people do.
Okay. So, you want to go first?
Yes. And I feel like Black people are the only people that do this. Whenever I go shopping, I never touch the first one. I will always reach to the very back.
Oh, yeah.
I will scoot some things around and pick up that one from the back. And don't let it be the last one. When I stand there, I tell you, I will stand there and contemplate whether or not
you really need it or not. Yeah.
But if there's multiple, trust and believe, I'm going for the back.
Yeah. I do that too. I mean, I don't go to the back per se, but definitely the first few, I'm just like, I don't really trust these. People been opening and looking at it and touching it. And, I'll try to, get one of the ones further back. I guess in that same arena, which I feel like all Black people do, which is like well known, is the fact that I keep the plastic bags. Just to keep plastic bags inside the plastic bag.
We don't have plastic bags in Cali anymore.
Oh, we have them here. We still have them here in some places. Some places do charge you for it though.
Yes. Well, now that what they do charge you for. I went to McDonald's the other day and they put 10 cents for a bag fee, and I said, "Excuse me, what you gonna give me my niggas in my hand?
What?
What you mean I gotta pay 10 cents for your bag?
And that's not even plastic."
No, but
they tripping.
But here's the thing: they got rid of plastic bags here, and so even a paper bag costs 10 cents. And that's why I got my totes. I
know that's right.
I ain't paying no more.
Yeah, I got a couple of totes that I got from I forget what it's called, but it's similar to like Aldi or whatever.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, they don't. So we do still have plastic bags. So I definitely have a little cabinet of plastic bags that I just have saved. And I'm always like, why am I saving this? But you know what? They do come in handy because sometimes I'll be running out, and I'll be like, where's all my bags? Because I didn't use them for other things, whatever things I use them for.
You can use them as trash bags. You can use them as lunch bags.
Sure
you can. Use them to throw away.
Take out mini trash if you're not ready to take out the big trash.
Take
out mini trash.
Yeah.
Bathroom. They could be a bathroom trash bag.
They are always 95% for that little trash can in your bathroom.
When I was doing my hair the other day, the little excess hair, boom, in the plastic bag. They're multi-purpose.
Very multi-purpose.
So I feel like that's one of the super Black things that I do.
Is there another one?
Oh, I have that junk drawer. I don't know why, but it's just full of things. I probably could take the entire drawer and just dump it in the trash
You
and
probably
not
could.
miss anything.
But you know what? You know what the junk drawer really is?
What?
It's the I don't know when I'm gonna need this, but I'm gonna
That's
come
true.
back. I'm a circle. It's really the circle back drawer.
It's the circle back one, yeah.
Because
sometimes you do spend a block on it.
You do, because sometimes you be like, I'm not gonna use these candles. Let me put these in here. Or those coupons. You like, I'll just put them in here. Or, I'm gonna look at this in a second. And you just put it,
Yeah. And sometimes the stuff does come in handy. It's like, I know I had a brush in here. Like, for some reason, I had this weird brush that I bought, and I don't remember why. But you know what? I'm baking some biscuits, which I don't need to be doing. And I need the little brush thing to put the butter on it.
Not you trying to look like all those food where they got the melted butter.
Yeah.
Girl,
I don't know what I think. I thought I bought a set of something and it just came with it. I didn't buy it like specifically for that. But yeah, the junk drawer is definitely one. Using all the toothpaste and stuff to the last drop
where it's rolled up.
Yeah, roll it up.
It's rolled up.
Yeah. Same with like lotion and stuff like that. Just I'm using every single last bit of something.
Were you
like the black thing? Listen, you were like, I know I got like at least 2 or 3 more uses out of this.
I'm gonna ask you this: since you're using the last, do you put a little bit of water in a bottle to get that last?
I do that for soap. I don't do that for lotion, but I do that for like hand soap.
Or like you got a bottle of ketchup and you like it just ain't coming out, but there's some more. I'm just gonna put.
I don't want it watered down.
No, it's not a lot. You just put a couple of drops in there and you just shake it up so that you can get all of it out. I've
never done that.
Oh.
But I do that for like if I'm running out of hand soap or something. I'm like, ooh, this needs last. I put a little bit of water in there, stretch it.
I had a roommate that did that with milk. Put a little bit of water in that milk to kind of stretch it out a little bit more.
Absolutely not. I'm not doing that.
One black thing that I do, and I've noticed it a lot now, I really do be asking who all gonna be there.
Oh, it's important.
Because I really need to know if you invite me to a function, and sometimes I don't even ask, because now people send you particles.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the list. Don't restrict your list because I need to see who all gonna be there.
Coming.
Yeah.
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 I do that too.
I know it's about the person, and I'm all for that, but I need to see the vibes.
I need to know who's gonna be there.
Yeah,
because that might impact a few different things.
Yeah.
And then also, I need to know who made that. Who made this?
Yes.
Yeah, I need to know who made the potato salad. Who baked that cake? I need to know.
And I either need to know because I'm questioning whether or not I should eat it, or it was so good that I need to know who made it.
Right. One or the other, honey. It's 50-50.
It can go
either way.
I'm trying to think of if there's anything else that's real black that I do.
I just feel like we're just so black that we just do things that
like it's natural, and someone has to point it out. Like, why do you do that?
It's so mundane that I can't think of them right now. But I feel like if I just like put it in my memory bank to just pay attention, I'll have a list for you by like Monday of like all the black shit I do.
Is it a black thing to like what you're sitting at a table that's not at your house, and anytime you put something down, it is on top of a napkin that you've put down? Is that a black thing?
I think that's kind of a black thing, yeah.
Because let me tell you, when I'm at work,
I'll ask you, I'll be like, do you have coasters? And if they don't have coasters, then I usually use the napkin.
Yeah. Or sometimes, so when I'm at work and I'm in the break room, I'll get some chocolate from the office, and for some reason, I will take some napkins and put it on the table on top of a napkin because I don't want my candy touching the table.
Right. Oh, and you exactly. And that's another Black thing too. It's just like when I'm cooking or whatever, like even though I wipe down my my surfaces and stuff, I'll put one fork on one napkin.
That's like this.
Yeah, it'd be a little piece, but it's got to be on something. It can't be on the surface, okay? And then another Black thing, two more Black things is the signal if you made a sandwich and you don't know if you finish yet. So then you put the knife or whatever and it's like cat-a-cornered right there at the sink. Like hanging off the edge of the sink because you don't know if you've done yet.
You don't know if you will come back and make another one.
You might want another one.
And you're not trying to mess up all them dishes.
Exactly. And also this, like when you're making
washing
food,
your hands.
Yeah, but you sometimes you just wet the fingertips. You don't do
just
like every 5 seconds.
You just rinsing every time you touch something.
Yeah. Like what is that? Nobody teaches us this stuff.
You just naturally do it.
You just do it.
I catch myself doing it all the time. I was making one of my air fry pizzas, and I got the tortilla out, and then I put the cheese down it, and then
Yep. Those are some of the Black things.
Well, Kim, I think it's official. We are Black.
Yeah, for sure.
We are Black. We are Black for sure. Well, speaking of being Black, we gonna go. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of Now Catch This. You can catch us back here next Thursday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to catch some more tea that we're gonna throw at you. And again, if you haven't, make sure you follow us on @Now Catch This Podcast on Instagram, and also find us on the YouTubes. Enjoy your week, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and wash your tips.
Make sure you wash your hands, honey.
Bye, y'all.
Have a good weekend.